Hello students, my name is Tanishka Raghav. Today I'm going to teach you. Today we are going to study the class 6 chapter 1 English grammar. The chapter name is the sentences. So basically there are total 4 kinds of sentences. First is declarative sentences, second is interrogative sentences, and third is imperative, and the fourth one is exclamative sentences. Now we have to define all these 4 kinds of sentences. Okay, so first is declarative sentences. So declarative sentences state fact. Let's take 2 examples. For example, it is going to rain today. You should go to the library sometimes. Next, declarative sentences end with a full stop. So declarative sentences end with a full stop. Declarative sentences are of 2 types. So first is affirmative and negative. So Madhuri sings well. Why it is affirmative? Because this sentence is saying a positive thing for a person. Okay. Next is Madhuri does not sing well. Is negative. Why? Because this sentence is saying negative thing for a person. Okay. So hope you have understood the first kind of sentences. Let's come to the second type of sentences. Next is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are those sentences who ask questions and they are end with a question mark. Okay. Interrogative sentences are of 4 kinds. So first is yes no questions, second is WH questions, third is tag questions, and the fourth is choice questions. Now we also have to define all these 4 kinds of sentences. Okay. So first was a yes and no questions. So yes and no questions are questions that can be answered with a yes or a no response. For example. So yes or no questions वो questions होते हैं that can be answered with a yes or a no response. Okay. So let's take examples so that it is cleared. Okay. So first is, did you do your homework? Are you ready to go to school? So this, did you do your homework? This is asking you a question. Like, did you do your homework? Then are you ready to go to the school? So this is asking a question. Are you ready to go to the school? Okay. So you can say yes or you can say no. Okay. Next it was your first. I hope it's clear. This is the yes and no questions. So let's come to the next question. WH questions. So WH questions are questions that begin with WH words. So such as who, why, when, where, which, and how. So basically WH questions are questions that begin with WH word. So I'm repeating, जो WH questions होते हैं वो begin करते हैं WH word से. So let's take an example to make it more clear. Okay. So first is who, why, when, where, which, how. Now we have to take an example to understand more clearly. So first is who is your class teacher. Who, which is your favorite color. So WH is coming in both the starting, in both the beginning of the letters. WH is coming. So that's why we are calling it WH questions. Okay. So let's take next part. Okay. Tag questions. Tag questions are questions that are formed by an interrogative tag, the end of a declarative or an imperative statement. So basically tag questions are questions that are formed by adding interrogative statements. So interrogative tag. So as you know, we have discussed interrogative sentences as questions. So okay, and we have even discussed declarative sentences. So basically declarative sentences state facts. So, okay, tag questions. For example, Mrs. Lal is your class teacher, isn't she? It is asking a question to you. Mrs. Lal is your class teacher. Okay, isn't she? Then you are a good student, aren't you? So it is asking you now, are you a good student? Okay, let's take two more examples to make it more clear. You can't drive a car, can you? Maya doesn't speak French frequently, doesn't she? She likes to travel, doesn't she? Okay, so basically tag questions are questions that are formed by adding an interrogative tag, the end of a declarative or an imperative statements. Okay, next come to the next part. Hope you have understood this all which I have made you understood till now. Okay, so next is your choice questions. Choice questions are questions that provide a choice to you. Okay, and the answer to that choice question is in the question itself only. Okay, next. Third one. Imperative sentences express a command, a request, or a piece of advice. So, basically, what this sentence is saying? This sentence is saying imperative sentences express a command, a request, and a piece of advice. So, first we have to take example. Let's take 3 examples. Okay. So, first example is stop fighting. So, you're giving a command to anyone. Stop fighting. You're giving a command. Then it's come. Please keep your eyes open. You're giving a request. Please keep your eyes open. Always speak the truth. You're giving advice. Always speak the truth. Okay. Exclamatory sentences express sudden emotions and feelings. So, exclamatory sentences express sudden emotions and feelings. So let's take example. What a pleasant weather it is. So, exclamatory mark. This is fabulous. So, it is giving us sudden emotions and feelings. Yes, so exclamatory sentences end with an exclamation mark. Okay, so let's do the recap. Okay, so recap, there were total four kinds of sentences: declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory sentence. So they have even defined all these declarative sentences, state fact. They have taken examples also. Then there are even 2 kinds of sentences, affirmative and negative. We have defined that. Then interrogative sentences, then we have done that. Then you are having interrogative sentences also are having 4 kinds of sentences, that also we have defined. So what are those 4? Let's say, okay, repeat with me. Yes and no questions, WH questions, tag question, and choice question. Okay, and then we have done 3rd kind of sentences, that is imperative sentences, and the last one, that is saying exclamatory sentences. So we have even defined exclamatory sentences. Thank you so much. Hope you have understood all the thing. Please subscribe to my channel, comment and like, share.